Good morning, students. This is the next topic of chemical bonding, and the topic name is hybridization. Topic name is hybridization. Actually, what is hybridization? It is the mixing of the atomic orbital belonging to the same atom, but having slightly different energies. Means atomic orbital having approximate same energy or slightly different atomic orbital having approximate same energy, approximate same energy or slightly different energy. They mix up their energy. They mix up their energy and then redistribution of energies. Redistribution of energy, right? Result in the formation of new bond, new orbital, new orbital, which have same energy and identical shapes, which have same energy or equal energy and identical shape. So this phenomena is called hybridization, and the new orbital is called hybrid orbital. New orbital, this new orbital is called hybrid orbital, hybrid orbital. And this phenomena is called, this phenomena is called, this phenomena is called hybridization, hybridization. So why we need to hybridize the orbital? To attain stability, because in isolated form it is unstable or not stable, but in the combined form it is more stable because of same energy and identical shape. So that is why bonding is necessary for atomic orbital which is not completely filled. Next one is what is the conditions of hybridization. First condition is approximate equal energy. Atomic orbital, those have approximate equal energy, can take part in hybridization. First one is atomic orbital having approximate same energy or slightly different energy. Approximate same energy or same energy or slightly different energy. Slightly different energy can take part in hybridization. First condition is that, right? If the energy gap is more, so they can't take part in hybridization. Second one is number of hybrid orbital, number of hybrid orbital, number of hybrid orbital is equal to number of atomic orbital, which is take part in hybridization. Both is same. ठीक है, take part in hybridization या participated in hybridization, participated in hybridization, and number of hybrid orbital, both should be equal. Next one is generally half-filled orbital. Generally half-filled atomic orbital can take part in hybridization. Can take part in hybridization, but it is not the necessary condition. Sometimes fully filled orbital, sometimes fully filled orbital can also take part in hybridization, but the condition is that they have approximate same energy. They both have approximate equal energy, equal energy. Then fully filled orbital also can take part in hybridization. That is the third condition of hybridization. Fourth one is hybridization never take place in isolated atom. If atom is isolated form, means in single hydrogen, single nitrogen, single oxygen, in this case hybridization never take place. It occurs only at the time of bond formation. Suppose hydrogen and hydrogen is there and they combine with each other, then hybridization can take place on the time of bond formation. But in isolated state, hybridization cannot and never take place. Next one is type of hybridization. Type of hybridization indicates the geometry of molecules. Geometry of molecules. Suppose I am saying sp hybridization means its shape is linear. This is the shape of sp. If sp2 hybridization is there, then its shape is trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. It means type of hybridization indicate the geometric shape of molecule A, B, B, and B. Its shape is trigonal planar, right? sp2 means type of hybridization indicate the geometric shape of molecule. Next one is on the time of hybridization, when atomic orbital or lobes take part in hybridization, and after hybridization, one lobe will be smaller and one lobe will be greater, larger, right? And the larger lobes carry positive charge, while smaller lobes carry negative charge. So this is the important points about hybridization. Next is types of hybridization. First type is sp. sp type means there are different type of hybridization like sp, sp2, sp3, sp3d, sp3d2, sp3d3, depending on the name of orbit take part in hybridization. If suppose one s and one p take part in hybridization, it is called sp hybridization. If one s and two p orbital take part in hybridization, then it is called sp2. If one s and 3p orbital take part in hybridization, it is called sp3. And if 1s, 3p, and 1d atomic orbital take part in hybridization, so this is called sp3d. And if 1s, 3p, and 2d take part in hybridization, this is called sp3d2. And at last, if 1s, 3p, and 3d take part in hybridization, so this is called sp3d3 hybridization. Clear? sp hybridization is if one s and one p take part in hybridization, and this new orbital is called sp hybrid. Example is, this is the structure of sp hybridization. sp in sp, 1s and 1p, 1s and 1p, 1s and 1p both take part in hybridization. So when they mix up their energy, and after mixing, the shape of molecule or orbital is identical and both have same energy. What will be? There are two atomic orbital take part in hybridization. One is this one. After hybridization, what will be? First lobe have two shape. First is greater and small. Second one is smaller. And larger lobes carry positive charge, while small lobes carry negative charge. But there is two orbital, means two lobes is there. So second one is this, and positive charge and negative charge. So after hybridization, the shape of the sp hybrid orbital is this one, and both have same identical shape and same energy. So this is called sp hybrid orbital. Example of sp is BeCl2. Be means 1s2 and 2s2 because the atomic number of B is 4. Then 2s orbital is this one, and P is vacant. 2p is vacant in ground state. But at excited state, electron move from this 2s to 2p. Then one electron, two unpaired electron is there. Two unpaired electron is there. And second one is chlorine combined with this s1 electron, and second one here 1s and 1t orbital take part in hybridization. So this is called sp orbital, and after hybridization it is called sp hybridization. And two orbital take part in hybridization. One is s and one is 1p. So that is why it is called sp hybridization, and its shape is linear. Next one is sp2 hybridization. sp2 means if 1s and 2p take part in 1s orbital and 2p orbital take part in hybridization. So this is called sp2, and after hybridization it is called sp2 hybrid orbital. sp2 hybrid orbital, right? And its shape is trigonal. This is the shape of sp2. 1s in sp2, 1s and 2p orbital take part in hybridization. Then after mixing their energy, they got identical shape and equal energy. So there is 3 orbital. So its shape is trigonal planar. So one, this one, and a small shape. Second one is this one, and third one is this one. So right, this is called trigonal planar. And there is 3 orbital take part in hybridization. 3 means like BCl3. On here, Cl combined with this one. One, second Cl is there, and third Cl is there. So this is the structure of boron, suppose, and this one is Cl, Cl, and Cl. Its shape is trigonal planar, right? And this new orbital is called sp2 hybridization. Example is BCl3. BCl3. On here, B atomic number is 5, means 1s2, 2s2, and 2p1. 2s means 2 electron is there, and p means 1 electron is there. But this is ground state. At excited state, electron jump from lower to higher, and 1 unpaired electron is there, and here 2 unpaired electron is there. And chlorine combined with this one, and this one. 1s and 2p orbital take part in hybridization. So that is called sp2 hybridization. And this new orbital is called sp2, sp2, and sp2. After hybridization, it is called sp2 hybrid orbital, right? And its shape is trigonal planar, like this one, 1, 2, 3. And this one is the shape of B, and chlorine is this one. 1, second chlorine is there, and third chlorine is there. 1 chlorine, 2, and 3. And this is the shape of B. Next one is sp3. As the name of hybridization, 1s and 3p orbital take part in hybridization. This is called sp3, and the new orbital is called sp3 hybrid orbital. new orbital is called sp3 hybrid orbital, right? And its shape is tetrahedral. Tetrahedral. 1s and 3p atomic orbital take part in hybridization. And this one is the structure representation. 1s and 3p take part in hybridization. 1s and second is 1p, 2p, and 3p. And they mix up their energy, and after mixing, its energy and shape is identical, like 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is the tetrahedral, one orbital, second orbital, third, and fourth. And small is this one. So this structure is called tetrahedral structure, and hybridization is sp3, and the angle is 109 degree 28 minute, right? And example is suppose CH4 is there. CH4 is the example. Carbon is the central atom. Atomic number of carbon is 6, means 1s2, 2s2, and 2p2. 2s2, because outer orbital take part in hybridization. So 2p and 2p, right? And this is ground state, but it is observed that carbon exists only in excited state. Then after hitting, electron jump from lower to higher energy state. Then one unpaired electron is there and 3 unpaired electron is also present. Means overall 4 unpaired electron is there and 4 hydrogen is there. So 1 hydrogen, second, third, and fourth. So 4 hydrogen overlap with carbon, half filled atomic orbital of carbon. That is why the hybridization is sp3. And after hybridization, this orbital is called sp3, 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 and sp3 hybridization. Means there are 4 sp3 hybrid orbital, and this hybridization is called sp3 hybridization. Is it clear? And its shape is tetrahedral. Means 1, 2, 3, and 4, and its angle is 109 degree 28 minute. Like this one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And hydrogen is combined with carbon is like this. 1, because hydrogen carry spherical shape only. So 1 hydrogen, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the shape of hydrogen, and this one is chlorine. This is the structural representation of CH4. Clear? This is the example of BeF2. BeF2 means beryllium is there, and beryllium has 2 unpaired electron, 2 unpaired electron, unpaired electron. 1s and 1p take part in hybridization. After hybridization, the shape is identical sp, and the energy becomes equal, and the angle is 180 degree. And fluorine, like this one, shape of fluorine is, because p orbital of fluorine overlap with b, right? So this is the structure, and the bond angle is 180 degree, or shape is linear. Second is the example of sp2, that is BF3. BF3, as we discussed earlier, 1s and 2p take part in hybridization. Then its shape is trigonal planar, and fluorine combined with boron, like this, 1, 2, and 3. So this is the overlapping, and this orbital is called sp2 orbital, hybrid orbital, and the angle is 120 because its shape is trigonal planar. Clear? Next one is CH4. CH4. CH4 means one S and 3p take part in hybridization. Means this hybrid orbital is called sp3 and its shape is tetrahedral. Tetrahedral. And the size of hydrogen is spherical, as we discussed earlier, just few time before. And this one is hydrogen, 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 and hydrogen, right? And its shape is tetrahedral and angle is 109 degree 28 minute. Clear? And the next example is ethene. Ethene means C, two C is there, one hydrogen, second, third, fourth, five, and six. Means its formula is C2S6, right? Its shape is tetrahedral because all bond is sigma bond. Its shape is tetrahedral, like carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. sp3 hybridization is there in both case. In both case, sp3 hybridization is there, and the shape of C2S6 is tetrahedral, like CH4. But two tetrahedral bond is joined with each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So this is the structural or bond line diagram of CH4. Sorry, C2S6. So 1C, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this is tetrahedral structure, and again this one is tetrahedral structure. Hybridization is completed. Thank you.